The views and opinions expressed by the guests and others do not reflect the broadcast of Nick at Night or those associated with this brand. Nick at Night does not condone the overindulgence of alcoholic beverages, nor do we support drinking and driving. Please drink responsibly. Hey y'all, welcome back to Nick at Night. I am your girl, Miss Nick.
It's your boy P, King to a God.
And we got a guest with us today.
What's happening this big deal?
It's Black History Month.
It is.
We're going to be celebrating all month.
Absolutely.
Discussing topics of what's going on in this dating world.
Yeah.
That they keep saying got piss in it.
Right.
That's
I mean.
It's a little bit more than that that's in it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So, we follow us on social media. I am at Miss Nick at Night, MZNIKATNITE, and that is on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube.
And I'm the real P.I.G, Lemonade, Instagram, and TikTok.
And where can they find you, Della? You don't want them to find you?
I'm good on that. If you don't know me, you don't need to know.
I love it.
Somehow I figured that was going to be your response. Like, yeah, you don't be on social media like that anyway. So, yeah. Oh, and go join the group. Nick at Night, the after party. That's on Facebook. It's a Facebook group where we keep the conversations going. Sometimes we spark up conversations that may end up to a show topic.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all got some stuff y'all want to hear us talk about, you can bring it up in the group. So just go out there and make sure you join the group.
Yeah, and shout out to them. I can't think of their name. I know you know them, but your top contributors.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
They be in there keeping it going for us. Yeah. So we're going to jump right on into the topic for tonight.
Yeah, let's go.
I saw a video recently, and the woman it was a woman, and she was talking about the reasons why a man would make a woman his wife.
So a woman is saying that.
A woman is saying this.
Okay. All right.
A woman is putting this out there. And so I wanted to get with the men.
Was she married?
That I don't know.
Was she trans?
She was not trans.
I just want to know how she got the insight.
Right.
Yeah.
From a male's perspective.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I mean, but we as women, we hear things, right? We have male friends, cousins, brothers, uncles. We hear a whole lot of reasons why a man might not marry a woman. But in today's society, so much has changed. So I'm like, shit, do people have values anymore? Like I literally, this is kind of off topic, but it's just in the women's bathroom, clean off the seat. And I'm thinking when we were younger, I remember what they say, if you sprinkle when you tinkle, please be neat and wipe the seat.
Right.
Do they teach that shit to these kids? These 20-somethings, I don't know. I don't know who raising them. Like, and my son is 28, so I guess that's my generation, but who's?
No, don't just say 20-something now.
We gonna go to 30s, 40s, and 50s. You think so?
Hell yeah, man. Just something.
Well, that's true, though, actually, because the places I'm going, it ain't 20-somethings there, so you got a point.
Well, I mean, just overhearing conversations, like last night, sitting at the bar, I'm overhearing women talk or whatever, and it sounds very aggressive. It sounds like if I wasn't looking, I would think it's two dudes, two homeboys talking, and songs coming on, and they rapping them like they, hard or what, and so it makes me wonder.
I'm guilty of that.
It makes me wonder, like,
the rapping part.
Where's the softness?
The softness, yeah. It's lost.
Yeah, it's definitely GPS is It's not that. Yeah.
Dale said the shit's been rerouted.
Yes, it's buffering.
And so that's one of the things I remember a couple of months ago seeing a post and commenting on it, and we were talking about it actually in the group. And it was just, when I look at pictures and videos of different events, all you see is girls twerking their ass. Every time the camera comes to them, they immediately turn so they can twerk their ass in the camera, right? And it's like, damn, do men not like, or even the way some women dress.
Right.
Some of these, they come out just a whole sheer dress on.
Mm-hmm.
You see nipples and everything, just everything. And it used to be leave something to the imagination.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, they're doing it. So men got to be responding to this.
So
because they're only doing this because the men are responding.
Yeah,
so
right.
Yeah.
That leaves so much confusion as to what a man would wife.
Okay, so let's go back to you said it was a video?
Yes.
What did she say? Because I'm interested in that shit.
I don't want to lie on the lady.
Well, just I
don't want to lie.
Throw your air quotes up. Throw your air quotes up.
Right.
Nothing jumped out to you that she said?
No, not really.
Okay.
Nothing, because she didn't say anything that I had not heard before. So nothing really. There was nothing new that was like, oh damn, that was interesting.
Well,
like,
let me ask something, because, and you may can attest to this from a male perspective. If you're trying to attract the opposite sex, sometimes you got to listen to the opposite sex.
You do.
So when
I
we
would say most times.
Yeah. So when we put out information, it's for informational purposes only.
Mm-hmm.
It's our own opinion, but it's from a male perspective.
Right.
But a lot of times it leads to a debate because they got a rebuttal. And it's like, well, but women or whatever the case, and we just giving information. So if you take this nugget and use it however it best fits you, you one step ahead of your competition.
Yeah,
you're supposed to be. That's. But see, Dale, the problem is when you have these conversations,
right?
There's not a listening ear,
right?
Not to comprehend, not to digest, and not to move with it,
right.
We had a conversation last night, and I kept telling the young lady, you wondering about you. This had nothing to do with you.
Right.
This was on him. I keep telling you this is on him. I had to stop talking.
Right.
Because she kept making it about her.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it goes back to what you're saying when giving information and sharing.
Right.
You got to have some women that's willing to listen. And there are women out there that's willing to listen. And we're not saying we have all the answers.
Right.
But like you said, little nuggets here or there.
Yeah. And like you said, because you can talk to 5 different men. And they may all say something different, but there are going to be some things that they all are going to say. And that I feel like a woman should take as, okay, this may be something that's across the board.
Right.
This may be something that I should pay attention to. I often hear, well, everybody is different.
Right.
Every man doesn't look for that. And you're right. Everybody is different. But if the consensus is that, then that's probably something that is like universal with men. That's probably something we should pay attention to.
I keep telling y'all, if you want to kind of get the basis of it, see how that man was raised and how he talks about the men that was in his life as he grew up. Yeah. That right there that's foundational shit.
Is it just the men though? Would it also have something to do with the women?
Well, it's how those men treated those women.
Right.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That's where the foundational shit come from. The basic shit, the opening doors, the making sure you good, the being a provider, the protector. All of that comes from that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, Dale, you can talk to that too.
Well, and it's interesting you say that. So I look at like 3 different principles. As a single black man out here that feel like, okay, I got shit to offer and I'm looking for my equal. I look at it like this. First thing I tell someone is practice how you play. If you don't practice the principles of being a wife, even behind closed doors, how you just flip a switch and become one.
Right.
Then I say lead with your qualities, not your accomplishments. because those are the things going to help us. If anything happen, we go through a recession or whatever the case may be, we can lean on qualities.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third thing about it is that it's more so about, and I run into this a lot, especially online dating, different things like that. A woman come out the gate and say, I want a man to lead me. But I'm like, you got to get to know the person and see if they got leadership skills.
Exactly.
Or see what type of leader he is.
Right.
Exactly.
So if you don't put in the work to do that, he can lead you to the bedroom, and then you're going to be right back on here crying, saying all these men want to do is have sex.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's a process that happens before you get to the process.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of times people want to, if it's a microwave society, so people want to skip steps.
Yeah.
To get to the provider, protector, lead me, and I'm going to sit back and be a passenger princess. No, that's an earned spot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So what would be like your top 5, but I want both of y'all, what would be like your top 5 qualities of what you would look for in a woman that you would say, I could marry her?
Well, number one, she has to be able to take accountability. She has to have effective communication, not just talk. I need her to be humble. I need her to, have some humbleness about her. I need her to be selfless, and I need her to be feminine. I mean, that's my 5.
Now, what in that feminine though? Jesus, no, sorry, y'all. That feminine though could go different ways, like dress feminine, be soft.
That's all
nurturing.
All of that is a part of
that falls into that category.
All of that.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's not something we need to talk about though, right?
Right. What's understood doesn't have to be explained.
I don't know, right? Because you have somebody like me, right? So I was close with my mom. I did have my mom to give me that feminine side of it. But, it was all boys.
Yeah.
So I'm cussing. I'm
but that softness is still in you.
Right.
You don't think so?
Depending on the day. No, I'm just kidding. Because some days it's like.
But that goes back to the leadership part that Dale was mentioning, right? If I'm putting you in a position where you feel like you can be feminine and show that, then I'm going to get that.
Right.
Now, and I will say this. One thing that my brothers, my dad, my uncles, they have all made me feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I'm around them, I fall into my softness.
Yeah.
Because I know they got me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I've always said that about a man. Like, if you lead, rest assured I'm going to follow. Like, I know how to follow. I know how to be, baby, what you need me to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, in that sense, I have no problem with that. But, like I said, depending on the day.
Well.
But what's your top 5, dog?
I'm going to have to mirror Dale. I mean, some of the things that I'll go the opposite way of what I don't like. What I don't like, number one, would be the complainer with no solution. And not looking to find a solution.
Okay.
The turtle, the one that when shit go down, they go into their shell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess the other one, I don't have too many, but it's the other one when you try to be there and they don't want to share. And
they
then
got these
throw
walls
the shit
up.
Yeah, they throw the shit back later.
And then they say, you wasn't even there for me.
Like, motherfucker, I asked you, do you need, if I ask you, and I'm sorry, if I ask you, do you need anything from me? That is a open door policy for you to say what you need from me.
Yeah. They expect you to be mind readers.
I'm not that. I'm not ever going to be that.
Yeah.
So that goes back, and that's why I said I'll piggyback off of what he said.
The effective communication.
The effective communication. Because I'm not sitting over here trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
I'm too straightforward. What do you need from me?
Yeah.
You say it.
Yeah.
And then I'll act on it if I can
we go
act
from
on
there.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I don't feel like we're in that position for me to act on it, let me look some shit up. Yeah, help you get a solution.
Yeah.
But you know, what's interesting too is that a lot of times what I've ran into is women, they'll revert back to what they feel comfortable about. So they'll be like, well, I'm old school or I'm old fashioned. But I'm like, do you really know what that means?
Yeah.
Because you want a man that's chivalrous, but a part of that, it's like a dance that I used to watch old couples when they would do that, and you would see the man being chivalrous.
Yeah.
There was a responsibility she had. There was a responsibility he had. And so, yeah, I can go around there and open the door for you, but you don't know women used to prop the door open for the man.
That right there.
And that don't happen. So that's one thing you didn't learn about old-fashioned. Another thing.
Old-fashioned.
Yeah. Another thing is.
You can't lean your ass over.
Right.
And pull a handle. You already inside.
Yeah.
Or you beat me to the door, whereas old-fashioned woman will step to the side, allow the man to open the door for her. Or when she's leaving or whatever, she allows a man to get up, see her off, see her back.
Yeah.
Like there's a dance to this shit that,
yeah.
that you can't just say I'm old fashioned and not know the rules to it.
Yeah. Like you say, everybody had their roles and responsibilities.
Right.
And you want to pick and choose when you want to walk in your role.
They old fashioned from a certain standpoint of what they saw from their mom, their big mama, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? That inside old fashioned. They didn't see the other shit big mama or your mom had to do behind the closed doors. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy though. Like you said, it is a dance. You know what I'm saying? And with that dance, one of the things for me that'll make me back up quick, I don't mind being the hunter, the chaser. I'm gonna do that. But at some point I need your ass to reciprocate and let me know that you enjoy this hunt or this chase. At some point.
Wait, I'm gonna ask you a question on that. So what makes you hunt and chase a person? You meet a woman today. What makes you hunt and chase her?
For me, Dale, it's gonna come after a few conversations. Because I got to see where your mind is at.
Okay.
I'm already there visually.
Right.
That's how I asked for your number, and that's how we got the communication. After communicating and kind of seeing where your mind is at, then I'll start the hunt. You know what I'm saying? Because let's not get this shit twisted.
Right.
Dating right now is an investment. It's always been an investment.
Yeah.
But as we get older, it's more of an investment. Only because of the shit that we like.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't like Applebee's, so we're not going to Applebee's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like the Charlotte. I like the Henry. I'm just naming shit around here.
Yeah.
So when we go, just me alone is going to be $75. So together, that's $150.
Yeah.
We ain't even talk about an extra drink. Now we at $2.
Right.
And I'm not complaining about the dollar amount.
Right.
Because I took you there.
Right.
But at some point, I'm looking for.
You need to know.
Man, that was a good day.
I'm not just
that was
wasting
a great
time.
Day.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for shit hard back in return.
Yeah.
Right.
Just ask for a little gratitude in return.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair, right?
Yeah.
That's fair. That's the least you can do. Like, that's fair. And if he's not getting that, don't feel away when he move on and get ghosts, because you ain't showing no appreciation. Life is short. Ain't nobody got time to be chasing for nothing. Like, what the fuck are we doing? You know what I mean? What we doing?
Yeah, absolutely not. Not chasing. They call it ghosting. I've just withdrew my investment. You can call it ghosting if you want.
He said I withdrew my investment.
Yeah, when I pull back, I've gotten my closure. However you decide to get your closure is on you.
Exactly.
I'm not responsible for your closure.
Exactly.
That's where people get it messed up at. Oh, I didn't even get closure from him.
Yeah.
You not.
And that's a bunch of bullshit anyway, that closure shit. And look, some shit, it ain't even worth talking about.
Right.
Ain't nothing, we ain't got, everything was said that needed to be said, even if it was without words.
Yeah. Well, and the thing about it too is that when you mention pursuing somebody or chasing or whatever, I'm quick to say, hell, the police don't chase nobody unless they got a reason to, or they think they do.
Absolutely.
Facts.
So my whole thing is that if you that chick and you putting out quality to the universe. You ain't got to ask a man to call you. You ain't got to ask him to take you on no date, because if you that chick, he want to scoop you up before somebody else do. So you need to reevaluate what you putting out there, because if you're not getting what you want in return, the juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Damn, Dale, you trying to hurt feelings.
And that's what I was about to say. That goes back to the conversation with Brian Eugene when he talked about the women who overvalue or overhype themselves.
Look, we all gotta have a Dale. I'll play devil's advocate, so I bounce back and forth. I just want you to know that, brother.
Yeah.
But we all have to have a sense of value about ourselves, right? It's called self-esteem.
Right.
I'm not mad at you for feeling that way. Somebody might mirror that feeling that you have for yourself.
If you don't think it, ain't nobody else gonna think it, right?
Right. But you also have to have the qualities and the characteristics that go with what you think.
But the problem
is, in my head, I'm a millionaire. I ain't quite there yet. I'm working on it.
But see, the problem is that when you reach high and it don't work for you, you got to reevaluate your value, and you got to find words that fit in. And I think that's the hardest thing for somebody to do, as a man or a woman, to say, okay, I shot my shot. I shot a brick, it didn't go in, so let me take it down a notch or two or whatever, because I'm not there yet or whatever. And that's an ego, bruiser for some people, but at the end of the day, if you really trying to find what you're looking for, you got to be honest with yourself first.
Because, absolutely.
So it was funny when she hit me up about this, I was thinking about something, and so I was like, dating now is almost like going out buying a used car, because ain't none of us new. We all got miles on us of some sort.
Right.
But when you go out, you know what you can afford, and you know where you need to be. Now, you on the certified pre-owned, and you need to be on this total note lot. Like, let's be honest with it. It's like you want this Honda Accord with all the fixings. Okay, that might be your lane, but don't get off the Lexus lot.
Can we clarify something?
Sure.
And you and I have had this conversation. That I tell people all the time, he is one of them that will ask me the hard questions and make me sit back and be like, damn, I ain't think about it like that. Like, but you got a point, right? Because if you right, you right? So he asked me, he said, what is it that you bring to the table outside of your salary and your degrees and what you can do financially, your house? He's like, because we don't need that. I'm like, damn, right? Because I've always looked at those things as being an asset to a man. Not to say that he needs that, but that I'm bringing something to the table that's an asset to where, like you say, if it's a rainy day, maybe I can carry us, right? But how much of that is important to a man when he makes a decision on whether or not he will marry a woman?
I say not at all.
No.
And that's, honestly, I hear that a lot from men.
Because how does that, and I'm glad that you have all those things. Super proud of you. It's dope. But how does that make me want to hustle harder for us and for you?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I can see that.
How?
Yeah. Because, and then, from what I'm hearing too is that you get a lot of women when they have those accomplishments, they're always throwing it out there.
Well, here's the thing. So the reason why women boost those up is because they're tangible. Like they work to achieve them.
Yeah.
So they want everybody else to celebrate.
Yeah.
But being humble, you can't see unless you actually get to know that person.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so I think that's where the misconception comes in. And so when a woman gets to that point and they feel like they're not getting a pool of men that should be coming after them, they like to say, oh, well, men are intimidated by me. No. That's not the case. Because
it's really not.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
They tired of hearing you talk about it.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
And I swear, I hear more men than not. Like, again, that's good if you have that, but I don't need that. I don't need your house. I don't need you to take care of me. Like, and we say we want a provider. So, however, though, let's flip the script. If she has nothing going on for herself,
right?
How is
that's a bad investment. At this age, that's a bad investment. No, we talking for real, right?
Yeah.
If you have nothing going on for yourself, If you're at this age, if you can't sustain yourself, me talking to you is a bad investment on my part.
It is, but it's a lot of dudes out there that would take that over the other. And it's
funny thing. We had a conversation.
Oh, you comparing the two,
right? I'm saying,
So but I'm not a man, right? So I would think that y'all would want. You don't want one or the other. You kind of want that happy medium. I'm
different than Dale in the fact that I would take the one who has those accomplishments.
Okay.
Only for the simple fact that I know if shit falls short on me, she can help me get back up quicker.
Right.
And not leaning on her financially, but she's obtained those degrees. Mm-hmm. She has the knowledge. Mm-hmm. If we need to redesign this resume, she may even have contacts through her circle that, hey, my man does this. He's looking for this.
Yeah.
And, that other chick who don't got shit going on.
Well, hold on now, because I ain't saying I want to home this motherfucker. I mean, let me clear this part up.
She said nothing going on.
But here's the thing: is that as a supportive man, I want to be there for the wins. So I want to see I want to be proud of my woman. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of times, women will get to a certain plateau, and they're happy where they're at. And so those wins don't come as often in a sense. So then it becomes to where it feels like we're competing against each other because she's going to progress because she want to get ahead of me. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no, we supposed to be building an empire together. Mm-hmm. The woman that works at Verizon, I'm looking at her like, okay, let me show you how to go from working on the floor selling phones to the next level in a sense. So I feel like she would be more appreciative of what I bring to the table than somebody else. So that's kind of where I differ at from that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but because that was one of the conversations that we had, and they were talking about the guy say he met a girl, and she asked him like, "What do you do?" And so he, told her and all that, and then he said, "Well, what do you do?" And she said, "I just look pretty."
Oh, no. Exit stage
shit
left.
Was actually, that's what he said. No. So, but then there was a guy that was there who said he actually likes that because he said it's like a blank notebook. He said because I guess you get to.
I mean, you got no lines on the notebook. Shit, I mean, give me some on them. Scribble or something.
Again, at this age,
you right.
She said she just looked pretty, but social media and these fucking reality TV shows.
Yeah,
I mean that's what it's about, right?
Like, but see, I'll put things in perspective. If you going off of looking pretty, you shouldn't have been where we was at last night.
I don't know if they were there.
I don't know.
Okay,
or he shouldn't be where we was at.
Yeah.
To see that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, but I don't think he was looking for it.
Well, that's right. He was not looking. for it.
Yeah, he wasn't looking for it, but she was just. But it's a lot of women out here like that. Like it's just I'm gonna look pretty, and you're gonna take care of me, and I want this and I want that, and I don't want to live this certain lifestyle. So I think you as men collectively have to start. So T.D. Jakes talked about a sermon, this was years ago, and he talked about how men will go in the direction where he's most celebrated, right? Okay. And he said it's kind of started from when you were kids, and you look, Mama, I drew a picture, and it's like, oh, that's such a pretty picture, So you're gonna go where that you're being celebrated. So it's the same with women. And when y'all are celebrating the physical and you're putting the emphasis on the physical, that's all they think they need to do is look pretty.
Yeah, but where do you get that from?
Social media. Social media has brought that shit up tenfold.
You're talking to two men who isn't active on social media like that. I mean, because
you said, where did I get that from? That idea that this is what's happening?
Why do some of your friends or some of the other women you may come across, I say associates because I kind of know your friend group.
Yeah.
Some of your associates may think that the physical is what's driving our pursuit because it's not. You know what I'm saying? It grabs the attention.
Yeah.
But that's not the driver of the pursuit.
Right.
But what I would add to that is I'm seeing a lot of business relationships happening where you got a guy that normally wouldn't get the girl, but he got the bread, and a chick that got the body that he been wanting. They're coming together and ain't for love. It's because he gonna take care of her. He got him a trophy.
He got arm candy.
Yeah, and so I'm starting to see that a lot more in the streets. And so it's almost like promoting the same thing you're talking about with social media, because it's to a point now I'm sick to my stomach going on IG and everybody, you don't even see their face.
That's it.
You just seeing them walking away, or you seeing them, showing their ass or whatever the case may be. And I'm just like, is that what we've resulted to?
Yeah.
So that's the challenge.
But that's about, you have to at some point, it's about maintaining your standards, right? Yeah. We can see it all day long. What's your standard?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I was at a spot not too long ago, and I'm walking to the back to go to the bathroom, and a guy standing there, and he watching me as I walk. And so he said something to me when I got right there, and I was like, huh? And so he was like, can I get a 360?
Yeah. But
that shit be boiling my blood. Like, dude, anytime somebody's there doing that, I'm not supposed to be there.
Right.
I'm not supposed. Clearly, this is not my circle. This ain't my crowd.
It's not that it's not your crowd. It's that somebody has given him a 360.
Oh, I know.
Multiple
just
people
like what he said. Like, shit, you go on social media, that's all you see is ass shaking.
Yeah.
But it goes back to what you just said. The women that want to be celebrated, they look at that as he's celebrating them for whatever they think is an accomplishment.
Right.
That boy said, can I get a 360? I didn't cuss him out. But I was just like, nah, and kept on going. Like, what the fuck? Really? But I'm sorry. Yeah, that be.
But see, the mature man, he already got his 360. He saw you coming in.
Yeah.
He saw you when you got to the bathroom. He saw you coming back out.
He saw me dancing. We had been dancing. So why did you need to even say that? You have seen all you needed to see.
Yeah. You see hanging out by the bathroom.
Right.
That's true. Right. That's true too.
Yeah.
But he did. He said, can I get a 360? I said, what? He said, can I get it? I said, no.
But one of the things that we were talking about earlier of twerking in the club, like, I'm gonna put this as a public service announcement. That's not a wifey move, okay? You celebrating your homegirl birthday or whatever the case may be, whatever the case.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta be in the camera all the time. Like, don't know, man.
So that was another question that I had for y'all.
Oh my God.
Is that like coming out half naked, titties out, ass out? It may look cute, but is that something, especially because if you start like that, you can't get in a relationship and then tell her not to dress like that.
That's true. I mean, you can.
You can, but it's probably not going to work, right? Because this is how she likes to dress.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to feel, at that point, you know what they're going to say.
This is how you got
You insecure.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they gonna get you with that one.
You insecure.
Right.
He just insecure. I should be able to wear what the fuck I want to wear. And that's why I say I know I'm old school as hell with that. But how is that something? How do y'all feel about that? Like, because again, if you flirting with her, are you flirting with her with the intentions of it growing, or are you just looking to have a good time?
Me, I'm not approaching that woman. I'm looking. I'm damn sure gonna look because you wore it for me to look.
Yeah,
but I'm not approaching you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not even about to have that conversation or go down that road. Keep doing you. I'll keep doing.
It's the same. It's the same as going to the strip club.
Mm-hmm.
I go look, but I ain't trying to take none of them with me.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that I'm like, you got to understand, this man is looking at you, especially if you haven't approached her or you just observing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at her and I'm like, okay, I find her attractive, but let me wait a minute. Let me see how this play out. Because one, either she gonna be twerking in the club or she gonna get drunk as hell and then she all over the place. And then I'm thinking about, if I didn't know this and I start dating her, and then every time she go out with her homegirl, they calling me talking about come get her out the car, and nah, we not doing this. We too old for this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where it goes back to when I say practice how you play. Like, go in, have a good time, have a grown up time, and take your ass home.
Do men? So say you go out to a same place often, and you see a person that you may be interested in. Do you observe her and how she move before you actually approach, or do you just approach?
No, I don't never go in blind. Shit. That's probably the reason why I don't never act on the shit, because I be sitting there and I be like, yeah, nah, I'm good.
Right.
He said, no.
Nah.
No, I'm with him. No, you definitely got to see the movement. Of her and how she interact with other people, how the other people interact with her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can see a lot by that. It's okay to be popular, but where them niggas touching you at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do they have a respect for you?
Yeah.
It's a difference of
facts. Okay.
Yeah, whether the men that you know have a respect for you or they don't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm looking at that.
Yeah.
What are you allowing?
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And I don't like loud women, so
and that was another thing I was going to ask about the aggressive woman.
What define aggressive woman?
So, like when you said as far as like being out and she talking loud, she talking aggressive with her friends, or even talking aggressive with men. And so, because we're going to take out, because I think it's a good thing to be aggressive, like in your career, aggressive in chasing goals.
Right.
But when you aggressive just in your normal daily activities, talking to people as far as, getting upset, quick, or is that something that's kind of like a turnoff?
So aggressiveness, yes.
Okay.
But there was a clip, I want to say it was Ayana. She differentiated between aggressive and assertiveness. Now, assertiveness I could take all day, but that assertiveness is in relationship with dealing with me or men. That's you letting it be known, even though some women say they don't like to let it be known.
Right.
But that's you letting it be known and me taking the lead from there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The aggressiveness, you be aggressive with your homegirls. That energy, I don't know. I mean, what you being aggressive with me for? You think that's gonna move me? Do I look like that's gonna move me?
Some don't know how to turn it off. I mean, they just aggressive, especially I know coming from Chicago, they just aggressive.
Yeah, coming from New York, they aggressive too. Right. But they know who not to be aggressive with.
Some don't. Some just like, hey. I be like, God damn.
That one ain't for me.
Okay.
That one ain't for me.
So as a woman, I want to ask you this. If you go out, you're a single woman and you go out and you see someone that you're attracted to.
Okay.
But he doesn't approach you. But 5 other dudes are attracted to you and approach you. Why would a woman give one of them or if all 5 of them her number instead of going after what she actually wants? Not going after, but giving an entry.
That's a great question. And we've had these conversations before. What the difference is, most of us, we are accustomed to the man leading, right? We are accustomed to the man being the aggressor. We are accustomed. I know that I was raised that if a man wants you, he gonna come get you. Okay. He gonna come for you, right? So when I'm looking at that man that's looking at me all night and he's not coming over to me, he don't want me.
And you know what a man is saying? The woman has lost the art of flirting.
Because that's what I'm about to say. Yeah. You ain't give him no sign to get up out of there.
See what I'm talking about?
So let me say this, though. Let me say this.
Put that cup back. Put that cup
down. Because I have had to learn that I apparently have a resting bitch face.
You do. Okay.
And I be looking mean, so I try to smile a lot more, so people be like, "Nah, she really, she
I'm gonna take the resting B back. It's not as inviting. If people don't know you, no, it's not inviting.
See, and so so I know that could have him sitting over there, hesitant to come talk to me because he may be like, "Nah."
Yeah, but I want to assume, and we gonna get to you there, but I want to assume that if we make eye contact,
yes,
I should get a smile or something.
I'm gonna, and I will even say something to you to let you know that it's okay.
Oh, well, I'm good.
Right. We good then.
But here's the problem. What I learned in doing that, which made me stop doing that, because I did that before, and I was in a relationship, and he wanted me to be the aggressor all the time. Now, I didn't mind doing that.
To me, that's not being aggressive.
No, it's not, right? You would think that it's not. I just came over here. I struck up a conversation to let you know it's okay. I'm cool. I'm down to earth. We can talk about whatever. And then I expect you to take it from there.
But here's the thing. When did it become not cool to invite a man to do something? Like, you meet somebody and
this after y'all exchange numbers.
Y'all exchange numbers. You talk. He take you out. Mm-hmm. When did it become not cool to say?
You know when it became not cool? When they said, whoever asks to go, pay. That's when it became not cool.
It don't even cost
that. That's the thing.
What does a picnic cost? I'm just saying, like, now it's so uncool to be like, hey, I'm finna go over and have some drinks at my neighborhood bar. Why don't you join me?
It's even uncool now that I've heard that they won't call first.
Yes.
Or they won't text first.
Yes.
They're waiting. Now, back in the day, yeah, but we grown.
Oh, my God.
Like, hey, it was nice meeting you, blah, blah, blah. Again, I'm trying to let you know it's okay. You know what I mean? Now, I don't want to take the lead. I'm not trying to wear the pants in this shit. But I'm letting you know it's okay.
That's what I'm doing my job. What I was saying earlier with chasing you, with being the hunter. Yeah. At some point, I need to know that you're still interested in me chasing and hunting you.
Right.
And that's you responding first or whatever. Right. I may have a busy fucking day.
Yep.
And you may be on my mind. I just don't have the, and I know women say, it don't take but a minute. I don't have that fucking minute to send you a text to say, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Because that may lead to a conversation that I can't engage in.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But what you doing? You
can't say nothing. Now, I will say this, though. If I do send a text or something and you don't respond, oh, shit. Now, wait a minute. Now, I can understand that you might be busy. But your ass, if you busy all day, oh, okay.
But see, maybe back in the day for me was different. Because I would meet women back in the day and they were engaging they would call, they would ask a million questions. After we went out a few times, they cooked for me, or they'll be like, hey, let's go to a movie or whatever. And it just flowed. Yeah. Most of the time, I didn't even realize I was in a relationship because
we fucked around and found out.
Yeah, one day led to two, led to a week, and all of a sudden, I got a drawer. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm like, I'm so lost now because it's like, okay, you say you get up at 5:30 every morning, but then you waiting. I get up at 7:30, and you waiting on me to text you or call. And I'm just like, why are we playing these games?
Yeah, especially at our age.
Yeah.
Especially at our age.
Well, maybe we got to get back to defining the rules of engagement because it is a lot of people that's lost out there.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe that's our job, Nick. Maybe we need to help people define.
We're gonna start
a
series.
Shit.
Right.
We're gonna start a series of what the fuck to do.
And proper communication. Matter of fact, when we get the therapist up here, we need to have the therapist help us elaborate on proper communication.
Yeah.
We might have to have her a number of times.
I know. We're going to need her help.
Yeah, and she going to have to help us find a male, too, because I'm not just... We need a male perspective. I mean, no, that's my whole girl. She dope as hell, but yeah.
But what you run into, like, so there's a big thing, and maybe you can answer this.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of women say, oh, I don't like to text. I say, okay. They be like, I want to talk on the phone. I'm like, but we in the same city. I want to be face to face.
Okay.
So how we bridge this gap? And then they be like, we can FaceTime. No, you missing my point.
Yeah.
Like,
no, we can't FaceTime.
No, we're in the same city. Let's get out and do something.
We're not FaceTiming.
And
so for
let me tell you something. As a 50-year-old man, I am not doing this shit right here.
No.
I told you.
I might do that shit
only
for
time
a
I
minute.
ask a FaceTime if I'm in a pitch black dark room.
I might do that shit.
And then they be like, I can't see
the
you.
first time, just, to hopefully erase whatever insecurity you have.
Right.
Because I'm assuming you asked me to do that shit.
So you
feel,
yeah.
You feel insecure about something. Maybe some niggas in the past done played with you, had a wife in another room. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'll give you that once. But to you to think that this is going to be an occurring thing?
I think because they do it with their kids and all that.
I'm not sure. All right, Dale, listen,
I'm just telling you, like, because what'll happen is that they'll be on the way somewhere. They try to hit you. They hit you on FaceTime. They looking at the windshield. And they talking to, and I'm like, why are we even doing this?
Yeah,
like, this
I'm gonna hang up and call you the regular way.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
I'm just not gonna sit on the phone and hold the fucking phone. And if I'm gonna sit and walk around with the phone like this, then I might as well be on speakerphone while I'm on FaceTime.
Yeah, we got a lot more to talk about, man. We gonna have you back.
That's what I was about to say. This sounds like a part 2 conversation and an after party because it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. It's a lot.
And men in the group, share what you look for, what characteristics you look for in a woman that you would consider to make your wife. Because we need to
know these things, right? We need to know these things. I tell people, yes, I grew up with brothers, but I also understand, like one of my brothers, I have to tell him, that's important to you, but that may not be important to him. And so what he needs from me is something totally different. I can be doing that till I'm blue in the face.
Yeah.
But that's not what he needs from me. So I'm defeating the purpose. Yeah. I'm not doing shit that's being productive. It's counterproductive at that point. So women need to know. Like, we need to know.
But let me add one thing to it. I don't want to feel like I'm just on women. Because there are some ain't shit niggas out here, too.
Listen.
We're going to get to that in the next episode.
Okay.
We'll get to that in the next episode.
I just want to let it know that it ain't one-sided.
Nah, we never go just...
No.
Nah, we're not... It's not
and then we're going to do the women's edition.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to do the women's edition of what we think we bring to the table, what we think we are supposed to bring to the table in order for a man to... So we're going to talk about that, too.
I'm going to have their ass to the head spin, Dale. I'm going to have their ass to the head spin.
Get them.
I am.
So, okay, we're about that time.
Yeah,
right?
we at that time.
It was good talking to y'all. Thank you, Dale, for joining us.
Thank you, sir. Absolutely.
We will see y'all next week. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to go to the group and join the group and chime in into the conversations. And we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, like and subscribe. And tell a friend. Share. Absolutely.
Yeah. Love y'all. Bye. Peace.